Okay, baby, we are back in action, hopefully.
Well, unfortunately, the audio shit out, as you can tell again. So, typical trend. We got passed by this adventure biker, bro. But I thought it was funny, dude. This hill was super steep behind us, and I don't know. I'm a pussy on the dirt road, so I was only going 35, 30-ish. And he passed me, and then this guy's standing up on the hill. I thought it was funny. I don't know. I was just judging him. I was honestly talking shit in this clip because he passed me and then got stuck right here. But yeah, the rest of the videos got audio. I just, we had to include this because why not? See y'all in a minute.
We unfortunately didn't have audio for, so I threw some of my music over them. I threw some of the stuff I made with the homies over it. And yeah. Oh, a little sketch for a second. I don't know. It sucked. It did kind of suck. I hate it. I talked about some topics that I quite enjoyed and felt were relevant at the time that now I don't necessarily feel are relevant to speak on. So yeah, dude, we did it. We made it through the dirt road. It's really not that bad. I remember the first time I came through, I was so afraid of dirt roads. I thought I was gonna just slip out and fall. Honestly, these tires do kind of suck for it. I'm not gonna lie and say that they're like great, but oh god, it feels good to be back out though. It feels good to be back out and ripping. It's nice. It's been nice, and yeah, I don't really have shit to talk about. I just wanted to make a video. It's the typical trend of my life. I guess we could talk about one of the topics, which was Jixer Bruh talked about Moto content being relatively soft and having gone soft and somewhat being pussified with the dudes that, like, I mean, I guess myself is somewhat in this. I enjoy the content, but I also think it's kind of cringy sometimes, and I'm like, dude, this shit's fucking stupid. But like the dudes that talk about not coming back from a ride or like smashing and dying, and like I joke about it. I have emo tattooed on my wrist. I'm an emo little pussy ass bitch. I get it. It is what it is. Like, and I've accepted that at heart. And and I really push myself to not be an emo little pussy. Like, I think I don't know. I think I'm better than most of the little emo pussies that there are out here. But that's a topic for a different day. But like, just kind of like how cringe their posts are about, like, it's just like a video of them going super fast, and then like, like the typical trendy music, and like the I should have died or I want to die and that type of shit. And I don't make that type of content per se, but I do like when I'm like depressed and it's the right time of the day, I like that type of shit. I'm like, oh, these dudes are going fast, and I get it. There's been times where it's like you go out and you're like, I want to die, but my goal is never to fucking die. My goal is always make it home. Like, let's be a little reckless, have a little fun, and go as fast as we can on the bike. Which is why I don't have a 1000cc, quite clearly, to be honest. That's the main reason, is I would probably have went and splattered a fucking wall already, being a dumbass. Because I push myself to my absolute limit and do what I can. Like, one of the videos, I don't know if it would have been last week's video or 2 weeks ago, depending on how I did the no audio videos, and then this video. There's a roundabout clip, and I was going to turn right on the North Rochester Road, I think. I don't fucking know. There's some roundabout clips, and I was ripping, dude. I was going 35, 40 through the roundabouts. Like, came out going 45. And, yeah, I don't know, man. It's just like, that shit, to me, is pretty much as fast as this bike could go, in my opinion, around something like that. You could maybe bust it going 50, but like, they're roundabouts and they're pretty tight. The speed limit through there is not 50, it's not even 30, so to go those speeds, it feels nice, and it makes me feel like I'm pushing myself. And the main point of this was, if I had 1000cc, I'd probably be doing crazier shit than that, and probably would have already actually dropped the bike with myself on it and fallen and had not a good time. So it's a good reason why we have this. And But like, you know what I mean? The goal was never to go out and fucking smash and die. The goal is always to go out, push myself, see how far I can get to pushing myself without getting hurt, and make it home back to my wife and my family. I get some people don't have that, and there were moments back in the day where it's like I didn't have a wife and I didn't have a family, I didn't have a reason to live, or that I felt I didn't have a reason to live, you know? So I understand the mind state, and that's why I kind of like the content sometimes. But it's also kind of cheesy and cringy. And then okay, sorry, I was listening to my my GPS. But then there's also the side of that, like, motovlogging content's kind of soft, and I would say I agree. I'm kind of one of the more soft-core motovloggers when it comes to the content. Like, I'm making basically just me talking and riding videos, which is not necessarily entertaining to everybody that's trying to watch this shit, but I think it also fills a niche for a certain type of rider that's just trying to, like, maybe not from Michigan or maybe not from the US, and they're kind of just trying to see what it's like to be here, you know? There's a guy that I watch in Japan that makes similar type of content, and he rides around on like a little 125 or she, I don't actually necessarily know. I never looked that far. They're faceless, I'm pretty sure. There's like Tokyo Rides something, I'll link it. But that shit's like super calming and chill, and I watch that at night while I'm playing RuneScape, and just want to hear like a bike in the background and kind of like vicariously see Japan and Tokyo at night and kind of experience it through a computer screen, which is also kind of cheesy to an extent, but I think it fills a niche. But there's also like a niche for like the super crazy fast riders that are faceless, and like the people like Jixer Bro that do crazy shit. I think one of the big reasons people like myself exist is because that I'm not necessarily faceless, right? People know who I am. It links to myself, and you know, if I do something stupid and somebody wants to, you know, do whatever, I can't afford to go to jail. I can't afford lawyers to the extent that some of the bigger creators can. You know, I got kids and a wife, so some of us don't have the risk acceptance, but we also want to make content. That doesn't necessarily mean that off camera that I'm always following the rules. It doesn't mean that I always follow the rules on camera either. I don't think I'm very extreme. I'm pretty reserved in what I include and will include in my videos. I just don't like to draw attention to myself. Like, I've been through court for driving stuff. You know, I have a careless driving on my record that was supposed to be reckless driving. I had 3 other misdemeanors dropped. I didn't realize this lane ends. I gotta get over. Let me over. I'm gonna speed over here anyways. I didn't know. Thank you. But you know what I mean? I've been through it. I don't want to do it again. It was expensive. You know, I can't afford a lawyer. I said I can't. I can. I don't want to. I guess I should, you know, clarify as that. What's that, brother? I don't want to have to afford a lawyer because I'm being stupid, you know, or showing myself doing something stupid. So I think that's like a big reason why a lot of people aren't out here doing crazy fast things. Like, there's a little bit of ego involved. Like, I want to be known for the videos that I make, and I want my face attached to my riding and the way that I'm acting. So that kind of is ego driven for sure. It's not necessarily I'd say healthy, but it's also like I'm trying to not necessarily make it a career, but it's a hobby that I would like to monetize if at all possible. You know, like I want a moto career in some degree. I'd like to go race. I think that'd be fun. Obviously, I have a lot to learn and a lot of practicing to still do. I want to drive. I want to go do rallycross stuff, and I want to film those things, and I want to obviously have reactionary stuff, face reactionary. I think it adds to it. Now there's like a level of outlaw and coolness to the stuff that Jixabra does and the way that he goes about his content. And there's a lot of people that follow that trend. I think the government, I think the whole world has gone soft. I think that's like a big thing, and that was kind of one of my main points in my last videos. The whole world is soft. It's not even just moto stuff. In general, people are soft. They're very quick to tell on everybody. Like, everybody's a cop. Everybody, like, you gain nothing from it. you gain literally nothing. It's not like they're gonna give you a cash reward because you were like, this YouTuber was going fast, let me report him to the authorities. Like, okay, you fucking nerd, dude. God, I don't know. I get mad about it. I get really fucking mad about it. Cause what do you gain? Like, what are you really gaining? Nothing. And like, what is the government gaining besides fucking money? Do something that matters. And that's one of the points he made. Like, the cops could be doing something so much more fucking important with their time, but here they are worried about little old me and little old Jixabra and all the other people that are maybe going a little bit too quick in a car or on their bike, and they're just having fun and they're not endangering anybody but themselves. I try not to ride recklessly when there are other people around. Obviously, we're not perfect. I'm not saying I'm fucking perfect and that I don't ride a little carelessly when there's others around, but for the most part, my goal is to not be that way, right? Like, my goal is to drive safely so that, you know, I don't end up getting into an accident. I don't want to die. I've lost family members on bikes, and it's the reality of life. Shit happens, and I'm gonna do what I can to protect myself, but when there's nobody around, I'm gonna have a little fun. And I think that's like, the responsible adult should have that ability, but unfortunately we're not all responsible, and I get that, and like, we lost our rights and fucking da. But there's so many arguments and counter arguments for the whole situation, and I think that's a big problem, is like, the whole world is just so pussified, and everybody is so ready to tell and try to get somebody in trouble for whatever reason. I don't know. I need to read my manual because I don't know when I need to be changing these fluids. I did oil change, so that's good, but everything else I don't know. Should probably look. I don't think it's anything like in between the first 1 and 5,000-ish miles, but I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. So, but yeah, I guess that's like one of the topics. And you know, I think I've beat the horse and kind of talked on everything that I feel I can talk about and provide to the situation. I think, to summarize, it fills a niche. The slow stuff does. All of it has its niche. All of it has its spot. And I think there's enough space in the world and on the internet for all of it to exist. I don't think we should hate one or the other. And just because somebody like myself posts more reserved stuff doesn't mean that we're like a reserved person and that we're always law-abiding and slow and X, Y, and Z. I think that's kind of like I don't know, it's kind of like an egotistical take, is to just assume somebody. I mean, I'm not great. I'm not going to say that I'm great, but that doesn't mean that I'm afraid to go fast. Like, I like to go fast. I like to do dumb shit. I like to put myself in sketchy situations because that's how you learn. And I feel like I would be doing a lot more if I had the means to, but unfortunately I don't have the means to. And I try to live within my means and within respect to myself and my family. So, from that perspective, that's where we're at. And then, you know, there's people like Jixabra, and there's people that like to go fast, that post that, they're faceless, they're outlawy, and they got their thing going for them, and I respect it quite a bit. I envy it, and I'm jealous of it quite a bit. I'm not gonna lie and say that I'm not. I wish I could be that dude doing it, but you know, I'm not. I started riding motorcycles a little bit too late. I'm only 28, so I'm not like young, not old, but also I could have started 10 years ago, 9 years ago when I wanted to. my priorities in life were wrong, and you know, we're getting together. That Miata looks fucking super prime. Hell yeah, brother. Mazda gang. But yeah, the summary just completely divulged. Oh no. I'm just fucking, oh no, oh god, I haven't done that in like a year. We don't talk about it. Maybe longer. Oh, that's not good. But the whole summary divulged. It divulged. So yeah, they have their niche. I think they all matter. And I don't think I'm gonna stop making videos, and I hope those people don't stop making those videos. I am jealous. That's what I was. I was jealous of those people. I really wish I could make those types of videos. You know, I could make another secret account, but like, I don't know. I don't want the stress and the anxiety that comes with it, especially when it's like hard enough to make money on this as it is. So I don't know where I'm going. We're by Yates. I haven't been here in a long time. Probably like 2 years. Alright, I went the wrong way. I gotta turn around. Alright, I'm done. I'll see y'all later. Oh, the Quinter is closed. Oh, I should probably clarify something really quick. I always say that my priorities were fucked in my early 20s, but like, if it's fucked to go to school, get a degree, pay your bills, trap and party a little bit, then like, I don't know, sue me, bro. You know what I mean? I don't think that's very like fucked now that I look back and think about it. Like, I got a degree. I've had the same career for 10 years during that time period. I've advanced to the most senior position in the niche part of the career that I wanted to go into. And, you know, it's time for the next endeavor in life. Like, fuck, I mean, how bad is that? Like, damn, bro. Give yourself some credit, brother. Alright, man. On that note, I am going to end the video now. Hopefully you all enjoyed. Hopefully the audio fucking made it. If it did, great. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.